Failure is not the end of your journey. In fact, it's just the beginning. Every great success story is built on the foundation of overcoming failure. So, if you are feeling down or discouraged after a setback, know this, you're on the right path. Today, we're going to dive into why failure is your greatest teacher and how it can lead you to success if you embrace it. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is for you. If you've ever faced failure, and let's be real, we all have. In a world where we're constantly told to avoid failure, failure is not something to fear or run away from. It's an essential part of growth. Every successful person you admire has faced failure, but what made them successful was not avoiding failure. It was learning from it. Let's break down how you can turn failure into your stepping stone for success. We need to understand that failure is not a setback, it's a lesson. Failure is simply the result of trying something new, of stepping outside your comfort zone. Without failure, there would be no innovation, no growth. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Michael Jordan, they all faced failures, but they didn't let it define them. Jobs was fired from the company he founded. Musk's companies faced near bankruptcy, and Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. But these failures were not the end. They were the beginning of their greatest achievements. Failure is just the world's way of telling you that you're on the edge of something big. It's a sign that you're pushing boundaries. Now, how do we start using failure as a tool? It starts with reframing our mindset. Instead of thinking I failed, therefore I'm not good enough, try thinking I failed, therefore I have something new to learn. Failure is not a reflection of your abilities or your potential, it's simply part of the process. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it and improving. Every time you fail, you gain valuable feedback that guides your next step. The trick is not to get stuck in the negative feelings that come with failure, but to ask, what did I learn from this? Once you do that, you're no longer afraid of failure. You start seeking it out as a necessary part of the growth process. Many people stop after failure because they believe they've reached the end of the road and failure is just a checkpoint. Look at anyone who's truly successful. They failed, but they kept going. They learned from their mistakes, adapted, and then tried again. This is where the magic happens. The more you fail and get back up, the closer you get to success. If you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Keep moving forward, and even if you stumble, the important thing is to not give up, to keep taking action. Now, here's where it gets powerful. Action. Many people stop after failure because they believe they've reached the end of the road. But the truth is, failure is just a checkpoint. The key to success isn't avoiding failure, but continuing to take action after it. Look at anyone who's truly successful. They failed, but they kept going. They learned from their mistakes, adapted, and then tried again. This is where the magic happens. The more you fail and get back up, the closer you get to success. Remember, if you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. So, keep moving forward. Even if you stumble, you're still moving in the right direction. The important thing is to not give up, to keep taking action, and to embrace the learning process. Let's look at a real-world example. Take the case of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. She was rejected by 12 publishers before someone finally accepted her manuscript. Imagine if she had given up after the first rejection or even the 12th. But she didn't. Instead, she believed in her story, in herself, and she pushed forward. Today, she's one of the wealthiest authors in the world. Her success wasn't handed to her. She had to fail multiple times, but each time she learned, adapted, and kept moving forward. If she had allowed failure to stop her, the world would have never known Harry Potter. So, to summarize, failure is not something to be feared, it's something to be embraced. Every failure brings you one step closer to your goal, as long as you're willing to learn from it. It's a process of trial and error, of constant improvement. The road to success is not smooth, it's filled with bumps, detours, and sometimes even complete roadblocks. But as long as you continue to learn, grow, and push forward, you will succeed. Don't let failure stop you, then let it teach you. Let it propel you forward, because the greatest successes often come from the biggest failure. Have you ever failed at something and learned from it? Share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear how failure has shaped your journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more motivational videos. Keep failing, keep learning, and keep moving forward. You've got this.